We're actually in tune.
That's my favourite riff. Every time I play that, right, I'm in the bath or something, and then those two join in. They don't like come in. It's weird.
I read the news today, oh boy, about a lucky man who made the grade.
We're here at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and Ringo's getting inducted tomorrow. So from Liverpool, we're really proud of you, mate. If you watch this, I don't know if you're a big fan of the Fab Four. Maybe you are, maybe you aren't, I don't know. But if you ever come to the show, you get a 50% discount on a ticket. All right.
This is the instrument that just like George Harrison played.
Oh yeah, it's his exact instrument. He wanted it back, but I kept it. You know what I mean? You can't have it back.
And then the bass guitar, like
That's
Paul.
right, so half the bass. It's the one and only. Yeah, I got it right out of there, see?
Yeah, the left-handed thing was definitely a big detail that we had to do. Because obviously Paul McCartney's left-handed, so, you know, you're playing right-handed guitar for so many years, and now all of a sudden you got to go this way. You got to hold the pick a certain way, and everything's just, it just whacks out your mind, you know. So that was part of what we do. Fab Four is very detail-oriented. We do it as close to the record as possible. Everything's live when we play and do a show live. There's no fifth guy behind us doing any keyboards or any CDs or anything like that. So during our show, it's just the four of us.
It's good when we get the presenters to dance, because sometimes they don't dance. But these guys are full of beans. I like it. You get delirious when you're on the road a lot. You end up getting very delirious and crazy. You get a little crazy. And then he starts making sense, though. It's the opposite to normal.
It's true.
This is the exciting world of sound check. After getting, 3 hours of sleep. 3 hours is not too bad. Spread into hour-and-a-half increments.
We pretty much do all the, we do all the hits like you see on the set list. That's, for a Beatle fan that comes to the show going, what is a Beatle tribute band like? They have no idea what it's like, what we do. I would think by doing these songs, it should cater to all those people, even people that go, oh, If I Fell, I've heard that song, I didn't know it was a Beatles song. That kind of thing.
You do have to work at it, you know, and for George, he had like a tooth. It was on this side, and it was real high, and it was like a fang. And so he would do the Elvis. I can't do it on this side, I do it on the other side. You can only usually do it on one or the other, and mine's on the opposite side. But when he spoke, he would look like Elvis. He'd go like, yeah, you know, sort of thing like that. And it would always be up.
You know, I'll look over and see Gavin, and he looks just like George, and I'll look over at Artie, and he's looking and sounding like Paul, and you know the other guys. It helps once it's all together. It does help.
I call it like an arsenal of moves. You have that move, you have that move, you have the mouth move, you have the look and move, you're dressed up like them. I resemble them anyway. If you put it all together and just choose a little bit of each, it keeps it interesting. Do you know what I mean? Enough for the audience to say, yeah, sorry, he was good.
John was a very complicated character. You know, he lost his dad. His dad took off very early, and then he almost literally watched his mom be murdered in front of his house. So it was a pretty hard thing for him. So he had a very, very large chip on his shoulder. And I think that a lot of that came out in the music, you know. And I think that a lot of people, although they didn't lose their parents, can relate, you know, to John. And he had a tender side and a crazy side, and he was just a genius.
I painted these shoes yesterday. That's what George wore on the Hello Goodbye video, and then Paul and John had in versions of them. They had the yellow with the oranges. And look at that, we've got everything. We've got H&M, Atom Retro, Bebo Pecan and Icon t-shirts. Then we've got Robin Ray, and she's from Broadway Costumes. And then this one is made from Russ Leese, and he's based in Maryland.
I can see that whole thing. I was rolling about the light. I could have sworn we did this already today.
This said 1 minute, Marty.
Got dressed up. 1 minute? Yeah.
Classical.
Here we go, John. Here we go. Here we go. This way. We're not running on. It's a curtain, right?
Yeah, it's curtain.
So, ladies and gentlemen, here's the moment you all been waiting for. Let's have a really big hand for the fans.
People that only see us on YouTube, people that have only seen our PBS special, and to bring it live. When people see us live, and sometimes they don't understand it's live, and we get critiqued and criticized that, oh, the guys were lip syncing or what. We don't lip sync. We're doing the show live. Everything is live.
Oh, I believe in yesterday.
Cheers. Thank you.
But it is. It's great. It's an exact replica of Ozzy. Most people think, oh, you're in a Beatles band. You sing and you play the Beatles. Well, yeah, you gotta be a good singer. The Beatles were great singers. You have to be a pretty good guitarist or an instrumentalist. None of them were virtuosos or anything, but it's hard. And then you have to put those two together. You have to talk like the Beatles, which is something totally separate. And then there's a little bit of acting and comedy and stuff in the show. And then you got to find 3 other guys to put it all together. It's not an easy thing.
Hey Jude, don't make it bad. Take a sad song and make it better.
It's like spiritual, I think, for me. I'm not George Harrison, never will be George Harrison. I have my own personality, but on stage I kind of feel like what it was like with the Beatles, and and they actually, it's a bit cheesy to say, but you feel a ripple. Like everyone, they have resistance at first. Some people do, because they're not expecting it to be as good as it is, and it is a great show. And again, I can say that objectively because I studied the show in Vegas, so I was in the audience. I know what people are seeing when they watch a Fab Four show, because I was in that position when I was training to be in the Fab Four, and every night I was like, wow, it's a great show.
It's always thrilling to have our show be seen by as many people as we can. We love the music so much. We still love it. We still love doing what we do. One of the best jobs in the world, really.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Fab Four and their ultimate tribute.
Here's a wrap up. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Wrap up. Wrap up.
Wrap up.
Wrap up. We've had a great day in Ohio. It's been the best. And I've been thinking I've been putting myself to the test, but I don't really rap. I'm really crap. But that's the best I can do. Like that. That's it.
Hey, we had a great time. Thank you guys for hanging out with us all morning, all day, all night. We had a really great time here, and
They didn't go to sleep with us.
no, we didn't go sleep with us. So hopefully you get some
later.
hopefully you guys get some sleep too and some well-deserved rest. We're gonna boozy on out tomorrow morning.
Boozy on out.
Boozy on out. And go home and try to sleep.
And to the crowd that are watching on the internet, some of our fans.
Yes.
What do you got to say to them?
You're a fan. Hello to Gavin's one
I've
fan.
got one fan.
He's got one.
I've got 2.
I've got one fan.
I'm the
I'll
fan.
be home in a minute.
Where's Killy? Where's Killy? Where's Killy? He's right there.
Hiya, Killian. I love you.
Bye bye. Cheers, Fab Four. We love
Take
you.
care. Bye bye.
There's Louis. You're right there. That's him. Brittany and Louis.